Hello guys, in this video I'm going to upgrade this Dell Optiplex 745 and before upgrading I will be upgrading the hard drive, memory and CPU. Before upgrading I also have to upgrade the BIOS from this USB drive. It is bootable and it has MS-DOS on it. So yeah, let me just quickly enter the BIOS for a moment. Maybe you managed to see that we have version 2.1.0. The latest one is 2.6.6. So we are pretty far behind. And when upgrading the CPU, you always want to have the latest BIOS. This is the CPU. Pentium D at 3.4 GHz, and we'll be putting in E6300. It's much newer and better TDP, more efficient. So yeah, and the battery, because the battery is bad in this PC. Memory, it has 1 GB of RAM. We will be putting in 4 GB. And for the drives, it has 80 GB hard drive, and this is a 500 GB hard drive. You need to clean the CPU before putting it in, old sock, and you need new thermal paste for it. This is pretty cheap thermal paste, but I found it's really good. So yeah, we are going to plug in the USB drive with the latest BIOS. If it actually wants to plug in. Okay, it's in. And restart this. I'm thinking F12. Yeah, F12 should be the boot menu. USB device, most likely. Yeah, battery low. So let's do some MS-DOS stuff. This is a type of file manager for MS-DOS, and we are in. And this is the BIOS that we need, the last file. You could be lucky and not need to upgrade the BIOS, but if the new CPU does not work, then you have to put back the old CPU and redo everything. So it's way safer to update it from the start. Okay, you can see we are in the new version. Way newer. So yeah, I'm going to power this off now. Remove the drive, we don't need it anymore. Remove everything from the bag. Anything that has a chance of having any sort of power, please do not fall behind that. It will be pretty bad. Of course it will eventually fall. And sadly, okay, I managed to do it. Probably at the point I will stop the video, because I'm not sure if I can do everything in one go. Touch something metal before you touch other components. Remove the memory. Remove the hard drive plugs. It's not really good to pull on the cable like I just did, but it is well and truly stuck. The weird thing is they don't actually have latches on them, but they just get stuck. Then you push on this, pull up. Let's put the memory a little bit further away. You have to also take this out. It doesn't have the screw there, so it will be pretty easy. Just push it in. Yeah, it popped up, out. And the battery is underneath here. Let me just get a screwdriver. Pretty hard to do some of these things with one hand. I will have to update my setup pretty soon. Okay, old battery is out. The new battery is in. This is pretty hard to put back in place, just believe me. Okay. And this is where it gets a little bit tricky, because I'm pretty sure I will not be able to do this with one hand. You have to pull on this until it releases the heatsink. But of course, with one hand you have to pull on it a little bit more, so you risk breaking it. I will not do it. Sorry, I will stop the video for a second. The heatsink is out, pretty dirty. I have to clean everything. The CPU, you just pull on this lever. And that is about it. Of course, now I will clean the new CPU and this. Heatsink clean, CPU clean. End of video. I have removed the rails from the old hard drive and put them on the new one. So let's do this. Be careful for the alignment of the CPU. It has some notches. You have to align them with the ones on the socket. And be very careful not to bend any pins. It has to stay in place by itself. That's about it. For this type of CPU, you do not have to push on it while closing this, because it pushes by itself on the two sides. So, yeah. Let me see if I can do this with only one hand. Actually, it would be good if I put some thermal paste on it. Of course, with one hand, this is not really easy. You don't want to put too much of it, because it will go out on the sides and into the socket. So a tiny bit in the middle, it's always enough. If you would take this off, it would be spread on all of it. You can see that here. So yeah, you put this side in first, under the plastic. Then, in theory, you just pull on this and push on it. But most of the times it's easier said than done. Yeah, it's in place. Now let's just put the hard drive in. Make sure you don't catch this underneath it. It will not go really easy always. Okay, that's about it. the memory, you align the notch on the memory with the one in the slot. Put it inside the slot and push on the edges. Here we have a cable here. I will just push it over with the memory. Not quite easy to do. Okay, one push in the middle, and this is about it. I can start it without any problems without the plastic cover. I've done this before, they do not overheat. So yeah, actually most likely it should have some power. Because I also replaced the battery, this could start right up. Yeah, the hard drive fan is making noise, I have to check that in a moment. Actually, it's quite annoying. I will stop it, check that and come back. When I put the fan back in position, I pushed a little bit too much on the metal on the top of it and the blades were hitting it, so yeah. If I would remember to put back in the power. Let's enter the BIOS. And this is what we have. E6300 4 gigs of RAM and the hard drive 500 gigs. I have an idea that this camera is not focusing too well. I don't really know why, and I'm sorry about that. Yeah, it was in manual focus mode. Don't know why and when that happened. Okay, 4 gigs CPU. So this is the whole upgrade. I tried to upgrade one of these Optiplex 745 to more powerful E7300 CPU, but it seems that generation of CPUs does not work on this. So the 6000 CPU generation is the maximum that you can put in this PC. So that's that. Now just put the... actually, why not? If I did a video, let me just completely do everything. So this is closed and finished. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments, and check out my other PC audio and weird videos. Bye.